This recovery bullshit is not working for me. I've tried going to meetings, but I don't think that's for me. All they do is talk about God.
There you go.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. You don't belong in those rooms. If there was a God, why would he let my boy TJ die from an overdose? Why? Why would he let my dad walk out and leave me, my sister, and my younger brother with that crazy drunk bitch I have to call mom? Explain that shit to me. Exactly. And those people in those rooms don't have an answer for that. They'll just tell you to pray. They'll tell you to turn your life over to God. They'll tell you to keep coming back. But does any of that change what happened? Does it bring TJ back? Does it change what your father did? Does it fix your childhood? No. No. Exactly. There is no God. Just fucked up people living in a fucked up world. They said getting clean was supposed to make my life better. The bookshelf, the desk, the guitar. But all I see is that this shit is boring as fuck. Because it is. Look at you, 23 years old, sitting in this room, doing nothing. Everybody else is out there living. Bobby's getting high, Paul's getting high, Frankie's getting high. They're having fun. They're not sitting around talking about feelings and God.
Yeah, they seem fine.
Exactly. So maybe the problem wasn't drugs, like a difficult truth from a trusted friend. Maybe the problem was you. Was my shit really that bad? I mean, yeah, I had a few problems with the cops. But I ain't gonna drink no more. I figured that out. Every time I got drunk, my shit got fucked up. But when I smoked weed, that shit didn't happen. I just chill. Everything is good. See? Now you're thinking. That's all you had to do. You don't have to go crazy. You don't need pills. You don't need coke. You don't need alcohol. Just smoke a little weed. Relax. You're not trying to destroy your life. You're trying to enjoy it. The 28 days I was in rehab made me think. Maybe I just need to slow down. I don't need to go crazy anymore. I mean, seriously, I'm fucking 23. How the hell am I supposed to not party for the rest of my life?
You don't have to.
That's the bullshit they're selling you. They want you to believe that being clean means sitting around those rooms for the rest of your life. Fuck that. You're young. You should be out there living.
My friends are still getting high. Nothing is happening to them.
Exactly. You could just do what they do. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
And what happened to that girl, Sandy? The blonde? She still wants you. You know she does. You went into rehab right when you two were getting close. You should call her. Go out. Have some fun. Show her you're not that fucked up guy anymore.
I don't know.
You look good. You worked out in rehab. You're thinking clearly. You learned your lesson. It's about control. And you can control this. I could use a blunt right now. Some good shit, just to relax. Now you're talking. Just one. That's all. You don't need to drink. You don't need pills. You don't need coke. Just a blunt. I'll make sure you don't go too far. I got your back. Wait. What? Play the tape. What tape? You know exactly what tape. Tone like a genuine question from someone who already suspects the answer. What happens after the blunt? Nothing. You smoke, you relax, you laugh, you go to sleep. And tomorrow?
Tomorrow's tomorrow.
No.
What happens tomorrow?
You wake up,
Then what?
you go about your day.
Then what?
Jesus Christ, man, why are you doing this?
Because I've heard this fucking story before.
First it's weed, then it's I'm bored, then I'm stressed. Then I can handle one pill. Just tonight. Then I'll stop tomorrow. Then I'm back where I started.
That doesn't have to happen.
But it always starts with you telling me it won't.
You're stronger now.
Maybe, but I'm not stupid anymore.
You really think you can live without me?
I don't know.
You're going to be lonely.
Maybe.
You're going to be bored.
Maybe.
You're going to hurt.
Probably.
Then why the fuck would you choose that?
Because being uncomfortable is better than dying comfortable. You think you're better than me now?
No. I just finally know what you are. You're not my friend. You're not protecting me. You're not helping me control my life. You just keep convincing me that the next time will be different. And every time I believe you, I lose a little more of myself. You can't run from me.
Maybe not. But I can stop listening.
That's what addiction does. It doesn't always walk into your life screaming, destroy everything. Sometimes it sounds reasonable. Sometimes it sounds like your best friend. It tells you, you've learned your lesson. You're stronger now. Everybody else is doing it. It's just weed. It's just one drink. You can handle it. And that's the trap. Because addiction doesn't need you to believe you're going to destroy your life. It only needs you to believe that one more time won't hurt. And for somebody in recovery, that first decision can be everything. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to understand God perfectly. You don't have to understand why TJ died. You don't have to fix your childhood tonight. You don't even have to know what the rest of your life is going to look like. You just have to be honest about what happens when that voice starts talking. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can say isn't, I'll never use again. Sometimes it's simply, not today. If you're struggling right now, talk to somebody. Go to a meeting. Call somebody you trust. Tell the truth before the lie gets louder. Because recovery isn't about becoming perfect. It's about learning how to recognize the voice that's trying to take you back and finding the courage not to follow it. And if you're watching this because you're sitting on the edge right now, because you're thinking about using, because you're telling yourself that one time won't matter, please remember this. You don't have to make a decision about forever tonight. Just don't use tonight. Give yourself another day, then another. You may not believe in God right now. You may be angry. You may have questions nobody can answer. That's okay. You can still choose life while you're searching for the answers. You can still walk into a room full of strangers and say, I need help. You can still start over. Your story isn't over because you got lost. And it isn't over because you relapsed. As long as you're still here, there is still another chapter. Don't let addiction convince you that your pain is the end of your story. Sometimes, it's the place where your story finally begins to change. If this conversation felt real, that's because it is. Like, follow and share the Inner Fix for real. Talk about mental health, addiction, and recovery. Because addiction doesn't always sound like a monster. Sometimes, it sounds like you. And that's why learning to recognize the voice can be the first step toward finding your way home. The Inner Fix, real talk, real struggles, real recovery, real hope.